The global financial crisis. Everyone's talking about it. Whether you're a CEO, tradesperson or a retail worker, it's affected us all. But the federal government predicts, as the crisis develops, it's students who will be the worst hit. Kate Cuthbert looks at why students are doing it tough.
Like, we'd walk into the house and they wouldn't even greet us.
I've got bills to pay, rent to pay. I mean, my rent's $300 a week and I can't even afford to put food on the table. It's ridiculous.
The Prime Minister admits unemployment will greatly affect young people and students will suffer in the recession.
What we're here to do today is roll up our sleeves and do some solid work on a compact with young Australians to reduce the impact of this recession on those young Australians who can't find a job or at risk of losing their job.
One of those suffering is Kylie.
Well, I was working every Sunday at a local bakery and he just cut my shifts because I'm too expensive and he needed to get someone cheaper. I mean, it's just not fair. I've got bills to pay as well and, because their business isn't doing so well, he cuts my shifts back for some young apprentice.
It's not all parties and drinking games for these young students. Not only do they have to study hard to get good marks, but also work, earning minimum wage, in order to pay for their uni fees and basically survive. What are you doing now?
Well, I'm looking for jobs, really. I'm still searching for a job and hopefully something comes up soon because I don't know how I'm going to keep going, paying my rent.
Are you finding it hard to get a job?
Really hard, yeah, really, really hard, especially because I'm a student and, it's really hard to get a job that works around your timetable. I don't get any help from Centrelink.
If you do the sums, you can see that the maximum income for a student receiving Centrelink payments just doesn't cut it. How will they pay the bills when support payments will only cover $295 for weekly expenses? But Centrelink defends their services.
It's really designed to provide students with financial assistance so that they can concentrate on their studies or whatever their activity might be. So, books and petrol and parking and things like that at university to, expenses if you're looking for a job. Rent assistance is designed to supplement students' youth allowance if they're paying rent, particularly if they're in boarding accommodation. They might be up from the country or something like that to study. So the government recognises there's additional expenses there and that's what the rent assistance is for.
Under the rent assistance allowance, students are given $111 a fortnight to help pay rent and bills. But these figures just aren't realistic, according to the Real Estate Institute of WA.
Well, Perth mean rental is $360 a week, and that's pretty typical through the Mount Lawley area as well. Depending on the type of property, you get a little two-bedroom unit, probably around $300 a week, and then obviously you've got townhouses and houses through there, which is significantly higher. So they're not going to get all their rent covered.
Laura and Ash are full-time students who had a dream to buy a house. They'd saved the deposit but found financial institutions didn't trust that in this economic climate they'd be able to maintain the repayments.
It was really difficult because the first place that we put an offer on, they said it was all good and they'll let us know, and then they never let us know. They never let us know, and then they ended up just putting the house back on the market, and we thought we were still in it. Wasted 2 weeks that we could have been looking for another one. It was just real estate agents being really, really frustrating and difficult to actually work with.
They just think that you're just young, looking for a house, think it would be a great idea. But we're serious, we actually did want to buy a house.
With all these hurdles, students just can't catch a break.
What I worry about is, am I going to get a job after this degree? I've already got $30,000 worth of HECS debt and I might not even get a job. When is it going to get easier for us?
Kate Cuthbert, ECU News.